shit
right now. But
also,
yes,
I
Chris,
loved
every
his.
episode is a pun.
I loved his Christmas campaign for his 5th ed.
By the way,
Teamed up
Zed,
with Stan-
you're
Robotic.
roboticizing.
Yeah, so far everything's been kind of a pun. Cold cuts,
Okay, so how do I
Bond
sound
Buys,
now?
and Cold Hearts.
Better.
1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some have been good puns, some have been bad puns. But yes, they must have been kind of a play on words.
Oh, come on. I thought the fell joke was fine.
Yeah, it's a play on words.
The last one was really more of kind of a reference than it was a joke.
It really was.
Yeah.
It's also what we did most of the session.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, matter of factly, kind of. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of how it was. It was kind of this matter of fact kind of way of going about it. So yeah. Also, you said we're recording, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So is all of this kept in?
Just a little bit, but we can go.
You know, we have to really consider editing.
What's editing?
Get
Something that takes a long period of time and is nowhere near worth it.
if we can find somebody who's willing to do it for free.
What do you want edited? Because I could probably do simple things.
Yeah, just cut out like. Well, here's the thing. I would really just like cut out like the moments where we're having these like discussions at the beginning. You know,
Yeah, just the first
ones that don't really
minutes.
impact anything.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk afterwards.
What about talks afterwards? Nah, just keep that in.
Yeah.
Just keep that in. Those are where the fun ideas come in. Because then we're just literally sitting there. All right, so what do we want to call the episode? Take a look, cause it's in the book.
No, take a look. It's in the books.
Oh wait, did I add cause on the last
Yeah.
one when I was making that suggestion? Oh,
No, I made a suggestion. Take a look. It's in the books.
all right.
You loved it, so you went with it.
Yeah, mostly because it was a reference.
Yeah.
It was a reference that
show of all times.
okay. It was a reference that I think at least a good portion of people would get, but then again, I don't know if younger kids will get it now.
Probably not.
I won't bet if someone was foolish enough to actually search for the title, they might find the jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more likely to find that jingle than our game. Just like
Probably.
All right, so let's actually start. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the table of the Horrors of Rimecroft. Episode, what, 6 now?
7. 7.
7?
7.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's bad when your GM's losing track.
Well, we've been doing this for more than a month now, considering this was supposed to be a Halloween special. Or October special.
Hey, look, it was supposed to be kind of like a Halloween horror special, and then it's like, it has kind of snowballed into its own campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It has, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. But it's fun.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so. Alright, so to recap the last episode, and you can watch these episodes on YouTube or on Twitch, and thank you for anyone who is watching on Twitch. To recap last episode, the party went to the library and met the bookkeeper known as Liam, an elderly man. And they got quite a bit of information last time. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember too much about it. I was going on
You
about
were
2 hours
asleep.
of sleep.
Was it him? I thought...
The
Oh, wait.
last time I did that is I had to go to sleep for work because I had to wake up at 5 a.m. or 3:30 in the morning to do a 4 a.m. wake up change.
And in game, it was actually the party's temple knight that was sound asleep as we were hitting books.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The books put him to sleep.
But don't they always?
Yep. So we pick up back with the party who are on their way out. I believe they were going to go get lunch at the tavern.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
There was, before we pick back up completely, I believe there was some questions left over from last time about wanting to get stuff. So if you do remember it and you've written it down,
I don't
think
I need to get anything.
No.
I think it might have been our stalker that might have needed to grab some stuff, but I don't remember what.
I think she was getting range stuff.
Yeah, I think she was getting some stuff.
Our stalker, you mean Ari?
That's what they call the character, I guess, because she's more thiefy.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a raptor, by the way, if you're looking for actual class.
Ah, yeah. I keep mixing those. Dang it.
Raptor is not a stalker. Stalker is something else.
Yes, I know. I still cross them though.
Also in Pathfinder, that's not what it is. That's a slayer.
Mm-hmm. I still call it that because it's what they do. They stalk and they slay. But I digress. Let's go to the end.
Alright. You guys are making your way. You can... I'm going to say it's going to take a moment to get there. Converse with yourselves. You've gotten quite a bit of information last time. I want to share it amongst each other.
I think we did that in the
Especially
last session. They gave me all the information they gathered.
Yeah,
we
weren't the
shared
first
it.
ones here.
They gave you the short version. There is a longer version.
True.
Also, out of character, you could talk about some theories.
Discord is having some problems tonight.
Right?
Yeah, that was so robotic.
I had that issue yesterday.
If it keeps having problems, we might have to reschedule.
Maybe, still.
Hopefully not.
Okay.
Well, how in depth do you want to know about, well, you already know about events. What could it all mean?
Everything.
Or nothing.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like us to expand upon?
I personally can't really think of anything, honestly. Because you give me quite a bit of information to work with.
Yeah.
So, and Vineyard's not much is less smart than I am, so
Yeah.
if I can't think of anything, I know he can't think of anything.
You do see that how Darius is a little perturbed by what he's learned.
Yeah.
Visibly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he's walking and birding. Like,
yeah. Has my con damage or whatever has happened gone away at all? No? Damn.
Nope. That comes off 1 point a day.
Well, haven't I slept for at least one day?
No, you slept 8 hours, not a day.
You took your 8-hour rest, which means you're going to be really screwed next
time
around.
Did I get poisoned a day ago, though? Or was that earlier today that I took the con damage?
It's
earlier
still
today.
Oh, okay.
It's still day 2.
I'm trying to remember what I was poisoned. I'm sorry.
For
Day
those
2, 3 weeks later.
No,
Day 2, 10 weeks later.
It's literally still day 2 in game, almost 2 months later. Actually, no, it is 2 months later.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Either way, we continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, you can tell Darius is brooding.
You didn't do that before?
You're right. I didn't. I'm thinking about what I've learned after we've chatted and shared it. It's like,
And my character isn't smart enough to come up with any good conjectures right now.
Well, you can observe that he's thinking and clearly musing things. I take it you're not hiding it, Darius.
No, I am too focused on my thoughts to try to hide it. This is sort of getting to him. It's like, damn.
You can toss him a kill coin for his thoughts.
Something on your mind, Darius.
Yes, actually there is.
And what might that be, if you're willing to share it?
The events of the Countess's lost family. Her mother dies of an unknown ailment, rapidly, despite essentially a very good doctor and apothecary trying to save her. And then, could be a matter of short years later that her father was slain in battle.
That is rather coincidental.
And I'm disturbed with how closely it sort of matches mine.
I mean, 15 to 18 years later? Yeah.
True.
Granted,
Still.
elves, their perception of time past is different, so.
Yeah. Elvar are longer lived. It just reminds me of too many things in my own past. And I worry about where it goes.
As you're kind of musing this, as you're kind of walking along on a nearby like sign for like a shop nearby, you see a crow perched looking down at you.
If it isn't the crow.
I wave at it and keep moving.
Might you be from the Countess, crow?
It does a bird's tilted head.
If the Contessa does see through the eyes of birds, she'll deign to talk with us when she's ready to deign to talk with us.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to figure out now, if that crow is here to deliver that message.
What would happen if I attacked the crow?
Let's not find out.
How close is it? Is it within 10 feet?
I'd say it's within 10 feet, yes.
Okay. That's good to know.
If the crow's not going to say anything, I'm going to continue walking towards the tavern/inn.
Alright. You guys still walking?
As we keep walking, does it keep looking at us?
It kind of does in an animal's way of looking at you. It's just its eyes watch you, but after you're like a set distance away, it goes back to minding what it's doing.
Okay.
After a bit of walking, eventually you will make your way back to the Sleeping Raven's nest, the tavern/inn that you stayed at.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking up the steps, you know, there's a bit of sounds of noise coming from inside, as if it's a little busy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How far is everyone behind me?
I assume they were keeping alongside with you.
Excellent.
I'm keeping pace.
I open the door and hold it for them.
Well, keeping pace as
All
best I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I keep holding until everyone is ushered in. And then I follow them in myself.
Alright. I will say this with a caveat. One character does not enter the tavern with you guys. Sonata will not be entering. She will give a excuse/reason she wants to go talk with the herbalist that she mentioned last session.
Okay.
And that would be her reasoning.
Alright.
And she will be taking her leave for a moment.
Stay safe.
I will let, what would be the appropriate response from Ari at that moment? Dev. I don't know how it would go for her character.
For reason why she's not here?
No. For, like, what she would say back to the vampire.
Okay, what was it that he said? Sorry.
Stay
He
safe.
said, stay safe.
After all, early this morning we did just have an attack by 4 of those beasts.
Yeah.
I don't know, because she's been really snarky lately.
Probably some sort of huffing, like, I'll be fine.
I think she'd just, turn around and just walk off. Not even say anything. I don't think she'd say anything.
She's in a worse.
No, she would probably say, no, I think she would, like, say something about, I can handle myself against some filthy mutts or something.
Possibly.
Unsubtle.
I'm pretty bad at that. At least trying to figure
either
out
way.
what she would say.
She heads off. I go in.
Alright,
And I find a nice
guys go in. Let me adjust the music to kind of fit the atmosphere. Should be. Yep, here it is from that first session. And that. Alright, guys, you enter in.
And Darius will find a quiet corner.
That corner table that you were sitting at before is there. Empty.
That works.
As you guys enter in, there's a few guards sitting around talking, swapping stories, talking amongst each other. And yeah, that's what they're doing. You see a few plates steaming with either vegetables or meat here and there. Just people talking amongst themselves. As you guys kind of enter in, people start kind of look up and take notice that you guys walk in.
Yeah,
At first, it would be like, it would be a pause, and then like the conversations would continue, but moved into a more hushed tone.
Of course. Need to quiet themselves up when the wolves are around.
Right.
Insulting. After that scuffle, I could use a bite to eat.
Like,
Brynjar will head over to the tavern keeper and request.
He greets you. Back so soon?
Back. Yes, there was. We came back to settle some things amongst ourselves, to talk, and to fill our stomachs for a little afternoon. Got a bit of exercise.
That's a funny way of calling it. From what I've heard you guys were in a scuffle.
Yes, well, scuffles are nothing new to me, so it's a bit of an exercise for me, though. This exercise was quite deadly. So, I'm here
As long as
fill up.
sad thing is, the word travels a little quick.
What have you heard?
I heard that there were some of those, shall we say, the infected ones got into to the city. I heard they attacked you guys.
That is correct so far.
That's strange. Why didn't they attack any of the guards?
We don't know. We're trying to figure that out ourselves, honestly.
Well, since you are hungry, I'll go get you something while you mull it over. Does your friends want anything, Brynjar?
I know Amrock is requiring of food. I do not know about the other two.
As you kind of look, I'm gonna say this, as you're kind of looking about, you'll see Darius take up at that table in the corner to himself. And what'd you say, Rue?
Do you have any meat?
Yes, we have mutton, we have chicken. Don't have anything pork or beef right now. Chicken? Alright.
Yes.
If you don't mind, it'll take a moment.
That's fine.
And for you, Amarok?
I will take the chicken as
well. And you?
Mutton, please.
He nods. And then leaves into the back.
He'll turn and walk towards the table that Darius is sitting at.
Likewise.
And I assume Rue is going to stay at the counter.
No, I'll go back with them. This is intriguing information.
Alright. Well, now the spotlight's on you guys.
Yep. You come into any conclusions yet, Darius? He says as he sits down across from him.
He's AFK right now.
Oh.
He's AFK right now. He had to go use the bathroom.
I didn't hear that.
He didn't say it out loud. He sent it to me.
Okay.
You see Darius kind of mulling it over and thinking things over, and still kind of silent about it.
Must be too deep in thought to hear me. I'll turn and look over towards
Amarok or Rue?
Amarok and Rue. What about you guys? What do you think?
Not too sure. Not enough information for me to say anything yet.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Well, there is a common denominator among this entire situation, and that's the 5 of us. Though, I might be more of a denominator, considering that I actually ended one of their lives, and probably have their smell on me.
Quite
well,
possible.
I've ended a few of their lives now. So, when this escort happens with the cart, I'm thinking we procure the pelts and the like for our winter clothing, then potentially go and see if we can get in contact with that nomadic tribe. See if we can get any more information from them. See if they know anything about the infected. How about you guys? You up for a little adventure?
Absolutely.
We'll see when the time comes.
Darius is still lost in thought.
2 yeses, a maybe, and nothing from him. This is
Can't you
just
see
one
he's so
possible-
lost in thought he's peeing his pants? Not even paying attention.
It's one mystery after another out here.
I mean, we made that Scooby-Doo joke at one point.
Yep.
I still can't believe that joke worked on that one.
Yeah, how'd you do that, by the way?
Trade
Where'd you get such
secret.
horrible jokes?
Oh, shots fired.
It's a trade
This is
secret.
called Google.
What is this Google you speak of?
What is this Google you speak of?
Google. Jesus.
I know of Moogle, not Google.
Yeah, I know of Moogles and the like, but never Googles. Are Googles just bigger versions of Moogles?
Yes, you should go up
Okay.
and ask him about it.
Hey Zed, can this be canon?
Is that what? Googles are just bigger versions of Moogles?
Yeah, could it be canon? Palette swap,
wanna go
bigger
with-
version.
I just want to go with no, ultimately, because I don't want to avoid, like, copyright.
They're lesser known brothers. It's
They're
when a
lesser
giant and a
known, bigger
Moogle.
brothers.
It's a
It's
it's when a
Google, but
giant
it's
and a
spelled
Moogle love
OU.
each other.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Google,
geez.
but it's spelled out Gougle. Or Gel, Google.
It's
But we
French.
just keep saying it wrong.
Eh. Either way, the answer to your question is no. It's no longer. It's not going to be canon,
Damn. Okay.
no matter how much I convince. Ultimately, because I want to avoid that being an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed you're back. You can hear you
Weak-
walk in from your
Weak
mic.
sauce. Weak sauce.
Your character has a question there, Darius.
Great. What's the question? I was distracted. Sorry.
Alright. What's your take on all this so far, and are you up for an expedition to the nomadic camp during the escort of the caravan?
I would be up for the escort and the visiting of the nomad camp. As for what my take on these matters are, I have one theory I would voice aloud. It is not good.
What might that theory be?
Dr. Thomas Thaddeus. He was clearly a very good doctor and alchemist when he was serving the Count until he failed to save the Count's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was cast out, and probably quite resentful. After all, he had willingly, freely, and faithfully served till this one failure.
Some valid point.
Then, 15 years after that event, the creatures we faced show up. Granted,
I think your timeline's skewed.
yeah, probably, but still.
think your timeline's skewed. Here's how the chronological events went, and this is a recap for anyone watching. Alright, so, Mother died when the Countess was just 11. And the equivalent of 11 years, but the equivalent of, like, still a child for Elvon.
Yeah.
Alright? Following that, after 20, I want to say 15 to 18 years later, her father fell in combat. 6 months later, the fog and mist encircled the area. 15 years later, after that event, is when those wolves started showing up.
Okay, so the mother's death.
So you're accounting
40
for a miss. So you're accounting for a big gap of time.
Well, learning to transform whatever these creatures are probably took time.
Lots of time, considering that they have capabilities that we as the Vogue do not have.
Well, as you remember, as Liam was telling you, they have their capabilities are not natural. Something either altered or placed them there.
I wouldn't know that if I didn't hear it.
I know you wouldn't. They ain't saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I wish I knew. But I'm not smart. I'm not smart enough.
Don't have them pluses and them ints, yo.
Nope.
You're not smart enough?
I am not smart.
SMRT.
SMRTT. I mean SMRT. I mean SMART.
Yep, there's like. But yeah, that's kind of the general gap of time that you've gotten. So, you're thinking someone who's probably somewhere well within their adult age would be an advanced age at this point.
You're also talking about my character.
You're different.
Yeah, I am different. And who says he hasn't found a way to do the same?
True.
Possibility is there.
Are you voicing that aloud because you were talking to me, the GM?
I know. I was basically making comments that was out of character at that moment. But still, if other characters bring that up, it's like, there are ways to delay death. And in some cases, cheat it. The fact that Dr. Thomas Thaddeus would probably be well over 100 at this point really wouldn't be that much of a hindrance.
Question is, what method of mortality escaping did he use, and how dangerous is this method?
Oh, that would be
Because
the question if it's the case.
If he's like you, there shouldn't be much of a problem. If it's something more dangerous, then that's another story entirely.
Oh, even if he did choose my route, it would still be dangerous.
Yes.
After all, most who go down this path are not known for their goodness.
Still, our kind is disposed of relatively easily.
An alternate word could be generosity.
Yeah.
They're known for their generosity. I don't know. He's been sharing his pets with you.
Yeah, he's setting him up for us to fucking take care of and pet and shit and babysit.
Out of character, that's not actual confirmation.
I know.
That's a joke.
I'm fully aware of that.
I am
Yeah.
too.
Or is it?
Wait, the GM
Dun,
can
dun,
joke with us?
dun.
When did that happen?
Eh,
I didn't think that was allowed in the rules.
your GM can be your friend. Most people just assume we're all killers. No, see, here's the
I'm
thing. The secret
Pretty
is you have to
sure
kill
guys
it.
are.
Here's the thing. You have to kill a character when it's thematic. You can't just kill him willy-nilly.
Well, you can. Just doesn't usually help.
Yeah. Hmm.
Then again, George R.R. Martin would disagree.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know that joke's beaten to death, and I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I
It's
just saw a
appropriate.
dead horse go across my screen.
Nay, you say. Nay.
Yeah.
Yeah, puns are starting to creep back in.
Yep.
Creep back in. They
After
never
you-
went
while you-
anywhere, buddy.
Yeah. He never left.
In
They were
this
just
group,
they were just stabled for the time being.
Okay,
After
now
a-
we really are
after
beating
you
this dead horse.
After a bit, you do see the timer keeper show up with your plates and sets them down.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You didn't order anything, Darius.
Well, I'm still thanking for him bringing it.
Oh. Courtesy.
Have I not
I
been
tried.
courteous this
Yep.
entire time?
No,
Well,
I said that as the GM.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that as the tavern keeper. Tavern keeper says you're welcome. You guys look little tense. You okay?
Just
I'm sure you
some
heard the commotion.
possibilities we're mulling about and tossing around are rather dire and serious.
He looks back over at the bar.
Curiosity,
He looks over at the bar and to one of the serving benches. Hey Sarah, can you watch the tavern? I'll speak with him for a bit. Okay. He takes a seat across from you guys. So what's the matter?
What do you know of one Dr. Thaddeus?
Dr. Thaddeus. Human should be in his late 60s by now. Used to be an alchemist for the Count, actually.
Oh
I
dear.
can't help. Okay, that's funny. Used to be. I'm sorry for anyone who's watching. We usually derail with jokes.
Mhm.
Okay, so Dr. Thaddeus, he used to be the apothecary for the previous Count. Rumor has it that he, well, not rumor. The books say he kicked out. He was kicked out of his service because his wife died. But my pappy talked to me and he said he believed it was something different. Something about experiments.
Really?
Really now.
Something that was under the Count's nose.
Did your pappy explain or give any
Well-
hint as to what they were?
Well, that's the thing. My pappy said he was. Said these were just what he thought. There's not any real facts that can confirm or deny it. As far as I know, in town, that's been a long time ago.
Indeed.
And needless to say, whether or not that's the case, some say he never left.
Hmm.
Then again, hearsay and gossip kind of comes and goes,
Yes, indeed. Sense motive.
He kind of looks. He kind of looks over. He kind of looks up over his shoulder, and he sees a couple of guards staring, and they go back to their drinks.
Yeah.
And then he looks to
Yes.
you.
Double sense motive. The guards and the story, even though I don't think
I'll-
he's really lying about it.
Yeah, I'll join in on that.
Red.
The first one was the barkeep, then was the guards.
Same.
All right, barkeep. Okay, hold on. Same for you, Rue.
Yeah. Apparently, my motive. Apparently, he spiked my drink.
Utterly trusting. This bartender would never lie.
Never.
No.
How dare you insinuate such a
Hey,
heinous thing?
hey, man! This guy has fed me and gave me a place to sleep. I trust him.
Reality, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, but I really don't have reality to hold on to right now.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can roll the one, and it's like you can't read him. I'm not gonna say like you absolutely trust him. I'll say that right now. Ones are not absolute god awful fails. And
They should
skill
be.
checks and
funnier.
attacks, however, we make jokes about it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go down the line. Darius, he's recounting a child. He's kind of recounting what his father said. As far as he knows, he thinks about it, and he might be thinking it might be true. He doesn't know. Guards, however, they're looking over at you guys, listening to the story. They're not. They don't have any real malice to it. It's kind of you hear an interesting story, so you start listening, kind of thing.
hmm
Brynjar, I'm going to say the same for the. Yep. Brynjar, I'm going to say this for the first part. Same general idea. He believes it. He kind of believes it because it was his dad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, far back, don't have any real evidence,
Yeah.
and it's all
It's
rumor and
hearsay.
gossip.
Yeah, hearsay.
However, on the second one, do you notice that the guards took a keen interest when he mentioned that Daddy was still around? Rue, I say you're not picking really up on any of this.
That's fine.
He's telling a story, and you can form your own conclusions on him talking about gossip. As for the guards, they just kind of looked over for a moment, and then went back to their drinks once they got spotted. Amarok, same general idea with Darius, and general idea with the guards like Rue did. They looked over, and then they went back to their drinks once they got spotted.
I'm gonna memorize their face. I want to memorize their face for the future, just in case.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom.
Oh, your wisdom. Okay.
You don't have enough wisdom for that roll.
Oh.
No, I think that
That's
roll
my
disagrees.
specialty. Wisdom's kind of my specialty.
Alright, you remember their faces.
Alright.
The fact you don't confirm on it is also odd, but
What's odd?
the fact that you don't confront them on it is also odd.
Well,
And again,
Give me a
I guess
moment.
don't want to cause a scene.
yeah, it's like, give me a moment.
Right.
Now look, guys. All I know is that, what's on the books might not be all of the story, so kind of be careful about it.
Indeed. Thank you, sir. And
Thank you.
may I
Anything
also-
else?
May I also get an order of what they got, please?
Uh,
I was.
what are you looking for? Vegetables, meat, we have chicken or mutton. Anything you would prefer?
I'll take mutton and veggies. Thank you, sir.
Would your
Alright.
father
Oh.
would have said anything about the nomadic camp of Varg?
Winter encampment.
Yes.
About them. I mean, he kind of looks uncomfortable when you mention it. Let me paint the picture. He was around the time during that conflict was happening.
Okay, so
So I think the best answer is he would not have some kind words to say about it.
Is your father still around at all, or has he passed
He's
on?
passed on.
Okay.
He's passed on. I inherited the inn from him. Nice place.
Do
Indeed.
you know of anybody in town that would have been around for the conflict?
Oof. I think only a handful of guards in the Contessa's court would be around.
Mm.
Most of
City
the
guard
human
or
ones.
Contessa guard.
The Countess's guard.
Okay.
Since a good fair bit of them are Elvan, they've lived through it. A lot of the older ones have passed on. The only one who was alive during that time, as far as I remember, was old bookkeeper Liam. And even then, he was a child from that time, if I remember right.
We just came from him.
Yeah.
Good man, kindly old fellow.
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
Very
I
knowledgeable.
wouldn't know. What? He was like, I wouldn't know. Oh, why? I thought you just said you came from there.
I was asleep.
He burned himself out in the. Perhaps you've already heard tell of it.
Scuffle.
Of the scuffle.
The scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, in the scuffle in the alley. Yeah. Them darn pickpockets. He gives you a wink.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were very cunning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go get you your order.
Did anybody else
Hold
hear
on.
the robotic, or is that just me?
No, that was me
That
too.
was everyone. We might want to just
Hold
cut
on.
it short now, considering the.
Let's give it like 10 minutes just to see if it happens again. If it happens again in 10 minutes, I can agree with it.
What's up?
That's only number 2. If it happens a third time, yeah, I suggest we probably call it early.
Well, you sounded better.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got what? About 41 minutes left from usual.
Yeah. Thereabouts.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah. Just to see how far we can go.
You do realize it's more a connection issue than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's really no way around it.
Actually, there is. Just it requires each of you guys to be recording something, and then just record the voice, and then send it off to our editor, who then makes a nice, clean version of it.
That might be a tad bit difficult.
Well, you just
Why?
get an audio recording program, and have it linked up to this.
Ah.
Hmm.
I just
Yeah.
I must have disconnected.
You're back now, I guess. But anyways,
We could talk afterwards regarding
Yeah.
the technical
Yeah,
details.
technical stuff, yeah. How often
'Cause right now,
I-
I'm gonna eat this chicken.
in your
It
time
tastes good.
living here, barkeeper?
He
How... What?
He left.
went to go get the man. He went to
Okay.
go get Darius's meal.
Okay. Which is, I mean, Bernard gonna eat his food while keeping an
I'm
eye on the
eating
2
my
guards
chicken.
that he memorized the face of.
Did I see the guards do what they did with my roll? Because I didn't roll that well.
You saw.
No.
You saw. Okay, you rolled a sense of motive. You did see it, but like
Yeah.
its low roll was just that. It was only a momentary. You couldn't tell
Yeah, I
why
couldn't
they
really
did it.
tell what they were doing, just that they did something.
Well, I mean, you can very clearly see one of your friends looking right at him.
Well, it's
Companions or
mostly out of the
whatever.
corner of my eye as I eat, just kind of keeping in the more conscious peripheral.
They're conversing amongst themselves.
I'm mostly just keeping an eye on them to make sure they're not leaving. If they go to leave, that's when I'm gonna move in to stop them. So I'm just gonna keep eating until they decide to look like they're about to leave.
Anything else troubling you, Darius? After hearing the barkeep story.
This talk of experiments, if they are true, and that's a big if. After all, as he said, it was hearsay, conjecture, and the like.
Yes, but most rumors contain at least a kernel of truth somewhere in there.
I wonder what his I wonder and am concerned by what his experiments might have entailed.
Yes.
And as he says it, he's looking right at Brynjar.
Oh, you want to do the same to me or something there, Darius?
I think you might already suspect what I fear.
And what do you think I suspect?
Well, clearly, the things look like they are decaying, aren't they? Though they're not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they're not quite undead.
But
they're not
they
quite
are
living either.
Dabbling for extending life?
experimentation in general. But yeah, that might be doing it. But either way.
Hmm.
I have a feeling that if we're going to find out any truth of whether any of this talk of experimentation was true, would have to unfortunately be in the Contessa's court.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the doctor's own rooms and clinic.
Which unfortunately would still be in the Contessa's court.
It would definitely be inside her keep.
Well, court, keep, demise, home. My apologies. Essentially in her place.
Ooh, shall we go in knocking?
As much as I'd
Maybe
like to, we
rapping
don't
at
know
her
its
door?
location.
We could ask, but at the same time, I want to find out a little bit more before we go visit her.
We need to arm ourselves with information.
Yes, we do. Can't just barge in there. Accused.
Well, we can.
We just wind up dead very quickly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
So we let the dogs go in first.
actually,
I say send the cats in.
oh, will you two stop?
I say we all go in at once and meet our fate valiantly.
Oh,
No,
not you two.
I don't agree with you.
Honestly, I think if the Contessa's guards are going to be joining us on the escort, we could converse with them.
Yes, probably someone better than I at speaking should talk to them.
Fortunately, there seems to be at least two at this table.
Do the guards' faces I have memorized, do they look like the normal city guard?
They do.
I think you're mistaking the city guard for something else.
No.
They look normal.
Well, we know the guard captain has already probably requested a little bit of extra escort for the caravan,
Most
given
likely.
what happened earlier. And if we're going with that caravan, The odds are there should be at least one or two of the Contessa's men with them.
We would
If-
hope so.
Yes. Still, I hope so.
As you're kind of mulling things over, you see the timer cube come out with a plate of mutton and with vegetables. Various different vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of potatoes,
you.
bit of carrots, bit of this and that.
Mm-hmm. As he puts it down, I thank him very much for his,
Of course. Anything else?
No, I think this will be good. Thank you very much, sir.
Any other questions?
I don't remember what I was going to ask him.
He gives
Yeah.
you a kind smile. Take your time. Takes the seat.
Do you remember anything of the others that have come before? The other... We've heard tell of the other groups that have sort of arrived as we did.
I remember a couple of them. A few of them. Different mishmash of people I guess, races I've never seen. Kind of like a couple you folk. He kind of looks at Rue. Up until recently. As for anything I could tell you, standard adventuring folk looking to solve a mystery by the looks of it. Went out and then they never returned.
They're no longer within the city walls.
They left the city walls seeking solution to the problem. Never came back.
Did they
You know
explain
where
what
they
their
headed?
problem was?
No. I mean, it's clear as day what the problem is. A barrier of fog that encircles the entire land, and none comes back from it.
Do you know if they head into the fog or?
Who knows? As soon as they leave from the... Hold on, AFK, one moment.
As soon as they leave on an AFK one moment, makes no sense.
Hold on, shut. I had to answer someone, my bad. Because people are annoying. Okay, so basically, I'm going to kind of... Blah, 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 blah. Alright, back in character. Sorry. As soon as they left the city's walls, I haven't heard of anything. The only ones who would know are be those outside of the walls in the winter encampment, or any of the workers or miners. There might be someone there who might have been around during the time. Granted, if you're lucky.
Did you ever
Fair.
hear any tale of where they might have been headed?
That's even harder. Some headed in the direction of the winter encampment, wherever its location may be sprung, where they pitch their tents. As for some followed the caravan to the mines, and then went their own way from there, I would take it. Because they wouldn't return with a caravan. Truth be told, that's either something you would probably need to talk to with Guard Captain Levere, or you would probably need to discuss with any of the people who are working at the mines. They would be the closest ones to know. And if you're fortunate enough, maybe some friends outside of the wall who might know a thing or two.
Indeed.
Do you know of the person who started the rumors that Thaddeus might still be in the city?
That's the thing. The rumor that he never left. Some say, I can't say who started it, but some say that he never left. He was forced out of the city, but never left the region, or
Okay.
he's still in the city, never left. You know,
Who's the one
you have
that
to
told
set,
you?
like I said, my pappy.
Mm.
Do you remember who told your pappy?
Oh, he's probably working. He's probably working a night or day like this, and heard her come up as some people were gossiping around a good meal.
Mm.
Okay.
All I know is that the Count was must have been very angry to have tossed him out.
Yes. Well.
The man was good to his was good to his staff. So it had to be something pretty hard for him to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if it truly is the loss of his wife, I could understand.
Mm.
I could understand why he would be angry. But at the same time, it might be unjust if that's the only reason.
Well, you might not even know the answer to this question, but I think I should ask anyway. What was his specialities as a doctor and apothecary? And
His specialty?
yes, his specialities. What did he train to be, other than as a doctor? And his specialty is an alchemist of sorts.
Mixtures, potions, things of that nature. Alchemy of a medicine type. At least at first, or at least I assume. I don't know how that works,
Mm.
so forgive me.
It's quite alright. I wasn't sure you'd be able to truly answer the question. It was that unusual. But still, thank you. Hmm. And I don't think Darius has any other questions.
Yeah, I can't think of anything
Out
to
of
ask him
character.
either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm just eating my chicken.
Thank you
Ding
for all
dong.
your help.
Ding dong.
I probably disconnected, so...
Yes, you did.
Alright, so what did you say?
We all
Darius?
can't think of anything to ask him anymore about because we're essentially dry on leads.
Oh, you
We
had...
need to meet the contests.
Do you want to use a GM hint? Or do you want to, want me to nudge you? Because one of you kind of did say something last session.
Which one of us?
I'm going to point to Darius as I point through the internet at my screen.
Okay.
Also, I'm waving through my internet screen. Hi, everyone.
So something I said last session, which was 2 weeks ago.
He's
Was it
alive.
really only
He
2
wants to
weeks
take
ago?
vengeance.
Mhm.
Jeez, it feels like it was so much longer.
Yeah.
He most likely dipped into necromancy to do what he's trying to do here.
I suspect he has.
That's more related to today's session. Previous session, you did have something that you wanted to discuss or ask, or didn't get much further on. It has to do with someone who's been point.
Someone that's been what now?
Someone that's been kind.
Yes.
Oh,
Lady Lenora.
lady.
Lady Lenora?
Is she working or is she gone elsewhere?
She's not with you, and it doesn't seem that she's working here at the moment.
Did she go with Sonata?
No. You remember she was walking with you on the way back? But she's not here now.
She was. So where did the witch go?
Where does she normally go at this time of day? If it was a day
Um,
before her.
When did we lose her?
She was never there to begin with.
Oh, bother. Because I held the door for everyone to walk in.
I'm gonna say this now. Roll a wisdom check, Darius.
Yeah, Darius.
Nope. I only have a plus one
you go
wisdom,
back-
and I got a 6. It's not my strongest
You
ability.
started to think about it, and you're like, wait a minute. When I was holding the door, she wasn't there.
Can I try to remember when we last saw her? When we were
She
walking
was
down the
with
street?
us.
Yep.
You
She
said
was with us on
wisdom?
the way here, but we lost her between there and here.
Wisdom check, right?
Yep.
Not much better, an 8.
Yeah.
I remember.
There we go! Natural 20.
Thank you, boy.
Nice.
Alright, so Amrock was paying attention to her,
You're-
apparently.
Or no, this is a memory check. So in other words, he remembers. Wait, she wasn't with us up to this point when we took up the stairs, but she was definitely with us when we left from the library. So at some point, she walked. She didn't return with. Gotta get them bad ones out, don't you?
You got to, otherwise, you're stuck.
With the shit rolls.
It's just,
And Darth and droids. Gotta pre-roll all those ones out so you have better chances at 20.
Mhm.
it ain't gonna happen. But hey,
No, now you know
Right.
she's rolling that one.
Yeah.
Alright. I think I'm going to quickly eat my meal, and then we should probably find Lady Lenora.
Yeah.
You
He
have
just
someone
does-
that's right in front of you that's literally going to talk to you.
Hmm?
The tavern keeper's still there on
Yeah.
the table. He's still waiting for you to ask a question.
Oh.
Do you know where Lady Lenora would be at this hour?
Well, if she was in charge of you, she would probably be here with you. But since she's not, I figure she might have her own business.
She was with us after we left the library, but... Yeah, I'm going to quickly eat my meal.
Look,
And,
she's a capable person. I'm sure she's fine.
Yes, but the thing is, it's more the fact that she was with us no more than 15 minutes ago, and within minutes of us leaving the library, she's gone missing. That's a major concern, amongst other things.
well, I don't think she's missing. She's just not here.
Well, she left without saying a word.
Yeah, but does she really owe it to us? We can walk freely around here now. It's not like we're being babysat anymore.
No. But it's
There are-
concerning with how courteous she has been. That
And
she
then-
wouldn't have that kind of courtesy to depart kindly.
Well, I'll say this: the tavern keeper sets up. You helped and defend our beloved captain and our fair lady. So I'd say, yes, I'd say you are welcomed in my tavern at any time. Anyone
Thank you, sir.
who shows kindness is welcomed here.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I slowed
As
down
for
a
her-
little, but I'm still worried.
Yeah.
As for her, I think you might have some questions about her.
Yes.
She was quite capable.
quite capable. He kind of like gives you a questioning look.
She lent a hand to the scuffle. And
Huh.
I don't think I've seen power like her. I think there is a great deal more to your fair lady than appears,
Well,
and I would like to know more.
well, when I was a kid, and be fair with, be kind with me. I don't have the best memory, but if I remember what people said correctly, she's not all there. Her memory is gone, or
Yeah.
part of it anyway, or fair chunks of it anyway. I wouldn't really know how that works, but needless to say, I don't know if that's age or something else, so you might have to take what she says with a grain of salt, because I don't know what she knows, or what she remembers, or what she even can remember. All I know is that Barry's not in the working order. At least that's what I've been told.
Yes.
Look, she's one of the kind of folk around here I wouldn't worry about too much.
AFK.
Indeed.
Huh?
I said AFK.
Okay,
He has to step away for a moment.
okay. I was confused.
No problem. Thank you again, sir. And I do believe you're right. She is a very kind woman. I would hate to see anything happen to her.
Of course. Well, any other questions? I might have to get back to work soon.
I understand. I think that was everything. Thank you again.
I can't seem to remember my question for you, sorry.
Oh, did it have anything to do with the guards, the countess, or anything? Yes, you know.
I don't remember if it was slightest. It's gotten away from me. It was kind of a spur of the moment question. If it's important, I'll remember it and find you again.
Was it anything about any of the groups that came by in the past?
No, I do not believe so.
Anything?
Can't remember.
By the way, I noticed one of them is... No.
Oh yeah, the guards I was Binyar was keeping an eye on, are they still there?
Yeah, there's time.
Okay.
He looks kind of to you. Where's your friend Sunada, I believe her name was?
Sunada went to visit the herbalist.
Oh, looking for a pick-me-up during the cold weather?
Possibly. She ain't quite sure with why, but she has her reasons, and I see no reason to not trust her.
Glaucoma?
Oh.
Are
that
any of
common
the
in
city
Cat?
guards from the era of the war, or of all the Humes of the war passed on?
Could you repeat that?
Are there any living Humes from the war with the nomads?
Hard to say. They say there's an old miner that lives out by the mines. He has a memory of that time, as well as the time around the Count's death.
Do we have a name for this miner or location, perhaps?
He's going to be right. He's going to be at the mines. It's a little. The mine area, its encampment, is a fortified location. As you know, such precautions are necessary
Completely
outside the walls.
necessary. Mhm.
Yes.
As for name, I would believe his name would be. It would be. His first name is John.
Okay.
First name is John, I believe. If you ask around, they'll point you in the direction.
Okay.
Truth be told, I haven't left the city walls really ever, so that would be something you would either ask a guard or any of the caravanners that head out that way, or the miners.
Okay.
So, anything else?
No,
Bring
I
up.
think that is all for me.
Okay. Well, I gotta get back to work.
Thank you
Yeah,
again
thank you
for
again.
your keeping
If
us
you need
company.
anything, of course. If you need anything, such as another meal, a place to stay, you're more than welcome to come back.
Thank you.
Thank you. And what is your name, good sir?
Out of character, it was a few episodes ago, but I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got it, so that's why I was asking.
It's bad when your GM doesn't write it down, so yeah, you can throw that one at me.
Just call him Bob.
No.
Bob the bartender.
No.
You know what? Everyone
No,
just
he
calls
has a
him
name. Everyone calls him Tavern Keep.
Tavern Keep. Thanks for keeping us company.
Of course. And don't worry too much about Lady Lenora.
All right.
I hope the information I've given you will be most helpful, even though it's not much to go on.
Every little bit helps.
If you're ever over at the library, the old bookkeeper, my greetings.
Will do.
Good man. Alright, so I take it you guys are getting up and leaving.
I'm gonna finish
Yep.
up, and then I'm gonna go walk over to the guards.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. What are the others gonna do?
I will join Brynjar. When I see him approaching the guards, I'm like, he might want a little bit of backup, maybe.
I'm gonna just stay seated, but watching what's going on.
Alright. And Amrock.
I'll join Brynjar and Darius.
Alright, you walk up and then there are two guards sitting at the table. They look at your approach.
Pardon the intrusion, but I have a question for the two of you.
One looks at the other. Sure.
Why did you take such a keen interest in our conversation when we brought up the fact that Thaddeus, the former apothecary to the Countess, might still be in the region or in town?
I'm gonna kind of disconnect and reconnect.
Alright.
Cut out there for me a moment. So,
Yeah, I'll do the same just in case.
You were fine on my side.
Okay, so it might just be him and his internet connection.
I think it's gonna be him.
I'm gonna be
Not
betting it might be
trying
a
to
family member.
rude.
Most likely. Alas.
Yeah. Here's...
Dun, 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 dun. Music's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I like it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I figured out which one of my children is the night owl.
Oh.
daughter.
It's my daughter.
Called it.
Let them stay up as long as they want. My son passed out about a half hour ago. My daughter's still going strong.
Yeah, I kind of knew it.
Well,
That distortion was leading up to another disconnect. Oh, joy.
Is it a family member?
I don't know if it's family or not.
Maybe a storm, perhaps?
It's only been raining, man.
Okay.
Ain't been no heavy storms right now. Only been rain. Anyway. Alright, so basically the guard kind of looks at you and goes, "We took a keen interest in your story because it was a gossip."
Why do you think it is gossip?
Come on, crazy story about an old man that gets kicked out of the castle. And then he's somewhere in the region or even never left the town. Sounds crazy.
Yes, but sometimes the craziest details are more truthful than the most sane of ones, so there might be a kernel in there somewhere of reality, so best to keep this to yourselves. With that, he turns and walks away from the table and heading towards the door.
Darius will follow, bowing his heads to them.
Rue, what do you do?
I'll follow them out.
Alright. You guys exit?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you exit from the tavern. What you doing?
Back to the library, or at least the entrance to the library.
Okay.
That's my vote.
That's
Yes,
fine.
let's retrace our steps, see if we can find any. Trace of
ours.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
see
yeah,
if we see any footprints for Lady Nor.
With my status still running on the Varg, what's the state of the Varg right now?
Still unconscious, still shallow. It's kind of like gonna take a while for it to actually heal
Okay.
and restore itself. Remember, it's only the difference of maybe like an hour as you talk to it.
Yeah, just want to make sure that there's no change in his status, that's all. Just making sure he's still okay. Alright. So, we make our way back to the library.
I think I disconnected again.
God damn it.
I'm kind of leaning on it was probably a bad idea at some point.
Yeah, that's. As we're heading back
Either way,
to
you're welcome.
the. Yeah. And, I'll roll perception check to see if I see any tracks breaking off from ours, or have they been just completely annihilated by normal traffic?
I
Yeah,
think
I'll
roll
do-
perception.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Same.
Crap. Oh, Amarok seems to be doing better.
Hey!
Bring more too.
You see,
Yeah, I'm
like,
shocked
as you're
that it's
walking
so
back,
little.
you kind of see, like, amongst the myriad of, like, footsteps that have gone, there are some that will veer off into different paths, like different roads.
Mm-hmm.
There's only roughly 2 set of tracks that would be matching hers.
And with that perception, would I be able to get scent or not?
I would say you have scent.
Is that another skill?
No,
It
that would
is
be
a
the
racial trait
racial.
for us. It's a racial trait we
Hmm.
would trade something out for.
Oh, then no. I thought there might have been some
Are
sort of
either of those
baseline.
routes that we see head to Lady Lenora's home?
No, they don't head in that direction. However, one of those does head in the direction of the prison,
Well, I suppose it
where
could be.
Wolf.
She could have gone back.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to check in with the guard captain to see what the status of the caravan is. That way we can see if she's gone back there. Where did the other set of tracks head out of curiosity?
In the direction of the library.
Well, since we're already closer to the library than to the guard captain, let's head there first. Just to see. Yeah.
Alright, you start heading that way. If you want to.
Alright, so I got one coming with me.
I'll go
Oh.
with them also.
Yeah, I'll join.
Unless we want to split up and take two different ways for the tracks.
Alright, you're on your way.
Yep.
Well, we always look for tracks as we go. Where's the caravan, even? Or even ask around if anybody's seen Lady Lenora. I mean, actually, Brynjar will be doing that. He'll ask if anybody's seen Lady Lenora as they go.
As you're walking along, you do see, like, they're walking with her child.
Hmm? What was that?
They're walking with her child.
Oh, mother with your child. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello?
Have you seen Lady Lenora anywhere?
Lady Lenora. I saw that she was at the library earlier, or heading towards the library earlier.
Did you see her after that? Like recently, within the past 20 or so minutes?
She kind of like frowns, kind of looks at you like unsure. No.
Alright, thank you, ma'am.
No problem. The kid kind of like points at you. Puppy.
Yes. Puppy. He pats her head gently.
And the kid laughs.
Well, you should check the library first.
Hmm.
You can press.
Yeah, so let's continue there and step in.
Alright. After a bit of walking, you finally do reach the library, and you step in. You see the good old bookkeeper in the desk. Liam.
Yes.
He looks up. Back so soon.
Yes. Hello again, Liam. Out of curiosity, have you seen Lady Lenore since we departed?
He frowns and, like, ponders the question. No.
This is most odd, then. Well, we seem to have lost her on our way back to
She
the inn.
left. She left with you, didn't she?
She did, but she departed us somewhere between here and returning to the Sleeping Raven's Nest Tavern. And I'm just a tad bit worried that something may have happened. I may just be worrying for no reason, but I still do worry.
Well, if she left without speaking, Well, that does sound a little odd, but she might have her reasons. I don't know.
True.
Either way, I will keep an open eye out if you want me to.
If you could. Thank you again, Liam. But I do have another question. What do you know of Lady Nora herself?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a hard one to answer. I was only slightly young. I was only slightly older than her. What I remember is is going to be a little vague.
Mm-hmm.
I do know this. She, as a young girl, grew up alongside the Countess herself. They were friends. That is what I remember. Granted, those two got along better, while I got along with other young boys of my age at the time. You know, roughhousing, having fun, and all that.
Yes, yes.
That's the thing. You know, that's what I remember from us being children. Adult life, you know, I took to being a librarian, bookkeeper, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And their lives, I don't know exactly where it went.
I see.
I know this much. She has something has caused her to lose either a fair part or large parts of her memory over the years, or even at one moment, I don't know. So she's not the same person, if that makes sense. You see, with memory loss, the person might not always there, shall we say. There's parts of her missing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about when this happened to her?
I want to say in the interim time when the Count was killed. Is when it probably began.
Okay.
Could they be suppressed memories from something traumatic?
Is that even a thing?
Liam kind of ponders it. Suppressed, maybe, or I don't know. It could be that. I honestly couldn't tell you. That's beyond my scope of expertise, if I may say so. I do know this. If that's the case, when something like he ponders it for a moment to find the right words. Wouldn't something like that, where it has something that would bring back those memories?
Not necessarily.
Back in the fight. How she handled the sword.
Yeah,
No,
that.
Just remembering.
It's almost like it was second nature.
Okay, he came in robotic. How do I sound?
Robotic.
You are robotic.
That's what I thought. Good, bad.
Alright.
You'd have to talk a little bit more. It seems
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Hello, I am currently playing the bookkeeper, Liam, who doesn't... I didn't give a last name. I wasn't going to pick Neeson either, actually. I think about it.
It's cleared up now.
He's not... Okay. Basically, he makes the point of maybe something can bring the memories back. That's where my thought ended.
Possible.
Yes. You say you didn't know her during her adult life, before her memory loss started.
Correct. That's what I said.
Yeah. Did you hear anything hearsay about her? Nothing that you could confirm directly.
I cannot confirm it directly, but it was said that she was going to be part of... She was well and skilled enough to become one of the retinue of the Count's guards at that time. Now I don't know. Age, that and memory loss, that are personal choice. It said that the Countess picks her guards.
I see. I'm out of character. I'm remembering the fight where she basically hit the thing. It was like 5d6 holy, and it's like, holy shit.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, it's essentially, yeah, she was one skilled enough to join the Count's Guard. It's like, yeah, if she can do 5d6 when she strikes an evil creature, then yes, she's going to be on the Count's Guard, if not the captain of that guard.
That's A, assuming everyone knows that. B,
Well, true, but then again, I also don't know what's caused her to forget all this stuff as well. But still, knowing more.
Did you mention the attack at all? Like, describe it at all? Like, in character, did you describe it?
You were there in the fight.
With my back to her?
Yeah, but then I also told you, they're evil. Smite them. But yes, I guess I didn't explain how I knew that.
no, you said they're susceptible to holy or light magic,
Yeah, fair enough.
which gave them the hint.
When Lady Lenore struck one with the sword, I knew you have a talent of channeling divine energies into an evil creature. Correct?
Correct.
Hers is significantly more powerful than yours.
Alright, but what did it look like when she struck?
The same thing as yours, only much more powerful.
I'd say roll a wisdom check. Or knowledge religion.
Probably...
I'll join him on that, so I can help explain it better. Not bad. 18.
I'm calling this for Darius, not him, because he didn't see it.
To interpret, to understand what he's trying to describe.
Darius, when you saw it, it was like pure white flames kind of scarring the thing. And when you describe this to Brynjar, that's a description very familiar, but yours becomes more of a closer to a bright orange, bright red kind of color due to your devotion to Phoenix.
That sounds
Hers was
Holy Strike, right?
Yes.
yes.
That sounds like Holy Strike, though from the description of your color of her attack, it seems she was devoted to a different god. My assumption would be something along the lines of something that is very good and follows the law, as it were. Hmm. Okay, so she is one of my position, as to say the least. That's good to know. That helps out quite a bit.
If she was in line to join the guard and then the Count died, Countess and she may have been friends?
We're fairly certain that she is a friend
Then-
of the Countess.
Yes. My line of thought is more towards, could the Countess have stopped her from being the guards, try to preserve this friendship?
Potentially. There might be a way I can find out, but we have to find her first.
Thank you for your time and help, Liam. Hopefully she'll show up and we'll be able to get back in touch with each other once again.
Of course.
And
If you need of the information here, or if you have any more questions, do stop by.
of course, thank you again, Liam.
Thank you.
And we head back to the guardhouse.
Yes,
Alright, you're walking along, gonna trade words. Thoughts?
The mist.
So we know at least Lady Lenore is a holy knight of some sort. Whether or not she is the same kind of holy knight that I am remains to be seen, but we know she's at least of the same line I am.
There is something you did note, Brynjar, that the others haven't. Do you remember this was back in episode 1 of this one? You did note her aura was slightly lighter than the others.
Okay. When I checked all your auras, hers was lighter than the rest of yours, so that indicates
So perhaps it's your powers are not merely not working; it's just
they've been dulled significantly.
at least your ability to detect good and evil.
Yes.
Am I back yet?
You're
are
back.
now.
Okay. Gist of it, so that way the people watching back in session 1, he used detect evil, and Lady Lenora came up a shade lighter than gray. So whatever's messing.
Oh, sorry.
So whatever was messing with it is she permeates an aura that's actually stronger than everyone else. That was hit number 1. Something was up.
Yeah, it's clear she's a very she's powerful.
I've only seen a few holy knights with the power that you're describing, considering it takes a great deal of training to increase the power of such a strike.
Indeed.
So the fact that she can deal such significant blow means she is no pushover, and if she were to get into a fight, if she were properly equipped, she would not be somebody to underestimate in the least.
Indeed. When do we make it out of character? When do we get back to the guardhouse?
Could you repeat that?
I think we're
How
all
long
getting
to
in
the
out.
guardhouse?
Yes, I know you're heading to the guardhouse.
Yes.
How long?
How long?
How long?
Yeah.
We're gonna take a couple more minutes. Any other things you want to converse?
I wonder how soon her memory loss may have coincided with the Count's death. Given that not long after his death, the fogs and mist showed up. So many possible connections, yet so little evidence to confirm any of them. Still. Either way, let's find out when the caravan might be receiving its guards to be able to go on its mission.
Yes, and perhaps we can check in on the Varg, because I felt no change in its state as of right now, but they might still be getting it ready for interrogation. I might offer my services to see if we can't get that interrogation going faster.
Given how badly he was wounded, it'll take it. For it to regain any real strength will take it days, maybe longer.
I could probably accelerate that a bit.
Still.
But it is up to the guards whether or not they want to let me do such a thing.
Alright, so with the constant disconnects and stuff like that, I think this is the safest spot to really kind of call it a night.
Alright.
I kind of agree.
But I also want to do...
Do what now?
So, Brynjar, as you're walking along and conversing, that spell of yours that you had on the Varg flickers out.
Do I get any... Okay,
Like, abruptly flickers out.
Do I get any last remaining detail of what is going on with it before it flickers out? Like it was death, or...
With how abrupt it is, you assume death.
We must hurry to the guardhouse. The Varg is dead.
Of course.
Watch
That's what Tsunade did. Oh, I know. I have a good guess of who may have just killed it. Who's not here with us right now?
Don't just
Come on,
Lady Lenore.
I'm thinking of the one that doesn't like mutts, as she puts it.
She has gotten better, but I doubt she would do that. She wanted it for information as much as we did.
Well,
it might be one of the guards who's overzealous.
No, she didn't want to see that Varg die.
With that note, come back again next week. Should be next week.
Should be.
Yes, should.
Yep. We'll be all here next week.
If not, we'll see you in 2 months.
We'll see you in 2 months when we do a new campaign. Easy now. Whoa.
Easy now. We still have the original Chronicles here.
Hey, I want to get back to Tetsu eventually.
Yeah, we gotta get to find out who has the tail or not.
I do.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go AFK for just a moment.
Yep.
And I'm gonna head to bed because I still have work tomorrow.
Have a good
I have work tomorrow. I don't want to go.
I don't either, but I got to. 6 people have already called out with vacation time, so I have to be there.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
I will be thinking about you when I'm down in my garage.
Well, let's put it this way. I work in a call center, so losing 6 people is going to hurt.
Yeah.
So,
A lot.
I'll talk to everyone later. Good night.
Real quick,
See you in 2
episode
months.
title. I'm thinking food for thought.
Ooh, I like that.
I add my 2 cents. Keep it.
I like it. I'm gonna put it in there for now.
Man, I'm tired. I don't want to go to bed. That means I have to work tomorrow.
thank you for joining me tonight, guys. I'm gonna send you over to, well, essentially a person who also runs a campaign, though they're not campaigning tonight. They are playing No Man's Sky. Her name is Monty Glue. Show her some love. She's one of the people who inspired me to start streaming campaigns like this, so say hi, make sure you give her some love, and check out her own campaign every Wednesday at 7:30 or 7 p.m. for The Unexpectables. Thank you for showing up, and I will see you hopefully next week. Have a wonderful night, everybody.